So some of you heard, and some of you might not have heard, I just found out myself, that the Secretary of Defense slash War is bringing back all of his generals, all the top brass from around the globe. Why? Why? What's going on here? That's the question. Like, had people asking me, called me up, and they were asking me, hey, what's going on? I'm like, I'm not at that high echelon, but if you read the writing on the wall, obviously something big is going to happen. Because all these calls could have been done, via a secure communication, like your Zoom, but on steroids for some of you civilians. Secure communication. They could have had these talks, just like Air Force One has secure communication, and each location does, et cetera, et cetera. But you're bringing them all back from around the globe. Like, that's unprecedented. So what does that mean? There's so much going on right now that's been it's been really quiet, or people haven't really been talking about it. You have to really have your ear to the ground to catch it. Like, we had the Taiwan thing going on, then that kind of fizzled away. Ukraine's been going on, then that gets quiet, then it gets loud again, and then there's supposed to be a deal with Putin, then he backs out, then that gets loud again. Then you hear sprinkles about China again, and then you hear the cartel. You hear the stuff about the cartel, then you hear Venezuela. And that's really been big because there's been carrier groups going off the coast. We've been rubbing shoulders, with Venezuela. Who knows what's going to happen with that? And we're on the brink of war there, and it's been so quiet. So any number of those things could be going on, any number. So then I had people asking me, so what's going to happen to you? Well, as a reservist, I don't know. But all in all, even for you young warrants out there, it all depends on what your MOS is and what unit you're in. So, for example, if you are in a military police battalion, you're probably going to go all over the place on the reserve side. If you're motor transport, you're probably going to go all over the place. Quartermasters with logistics, that's part of the whole motor transport thing that's going to carry supplies, you're going to go all over the place. My MOS is cyber, so we can do a lot of stuff from key destinations, key points. We can do a whole lot of things. And we protect the infrastructure also. So when you hear the word cyber, we're protecting stateside and abroad, from getting hacked. So that's a unique position. But a lot of the other ones, like trying to think offhand, Signal, all depends on if you're in the Signal battalion. You could go abroad because you're with the JNN group. So all in all, if you're in the reserves, can you be activated? Yes. It all depends on your unit. Depends on what's going on first. First and foremost, depends on what's going on. If it's China and Taiwan, who the heck knows? And cyber side is going to be really busy because attack on communications is huge. A lot of stuff goes on you guys don't hear about. It's just quiet as kept. It's like they call it a cyber war for a reason. So that's going to be huge. But China, they're what we call a near peer, who has similar technology as us. I'm not going to say better, but similar technology as us. Same thing with Russia. So fighting a near peer with nuclear capabilities changes things. And lately we've been getting close to getting into some pretty big skirmishes. And cyclically, we're about due for a war, unfortunately. So I just want to know if you guys knew about this, like flying all these generals in, or key leaders are the ones, and we're talking about 1-star, 2-star and up. If you're part of the staff, you're not going anywhere, but key leaders to stay behind and hold the fort down for the primary commanders. But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up. Like, did you guys know about that? If you did, drop it down in the comments and tell me what you know about it. Like, from what I understand, it's so tight-lipped. It's so tight-lipped that you're bringing these guys back. Think about it. If you can't do communications via secure communications, that means either A, there's a mole, or B, you're afraid that somebody's in our network and has a possibility of catching those communications and can pretty much forewarn the adversary. So So to bring people face to face, think about that. From around the globe, face to face, and not on a secure communication or secure call. Think about that. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. Hey, just want to throw that out there. Let me know what you guys think. Like, subscribe. Till the next time. Peace.